about your key performance indicators or KPIs for short. That's how I will refer to them because honestly, key performance indicators is just a mouthful and no one wants to say that more than once in a 10-minute period. So, today we're going to look at just a few. There's dozens of these we could look at. I like to pick out 4 or 5 that are really important for veterinarians to look at, understand. Some of them are going to be financial metrics with your financial statements. Some you'll get from your veterinary software like EasyVet or AvaMark or insert whichever software you are using for your veterinary practice. The first one that we'll talk about is revenue per client or average transaction value. After that, we're going to look at your client retention rate, your patient wait time and appointment scheduling, and then we'll look at gross profit margin. This is going to be an overview of all these. I could go on for 10 minutes over each one of these and how to calculate it, how to handle comparing these to other metrics, but that's hard. So let's start off with what is a KPI? KPI for veterinary practice is really one of the most significant things you can do to measure your financial health of your clinic. So if you look at KPIs as your clinic's vital sign, it will reveal how well your company is performing and it will help you guide your decision-making process. Understanding and consistently monitoring these metrics will allow you to be better equipped to make financial choices that are informed and based on logic rather than just gut feelings. They will help contribute to the long-term success and viability of your clinic. Uh, and whether you are a seasoned veterinarian or just starting out, these insights will empower you to assess and improve the financial performance of your clinic. You can look at this like the roadmap for your veterinary practice, providing valuable insights into your client retention, revenue growth, profit margin, turnover, marketing campaigns. It can go on and on. So let's start off with the revenue per client. Revenue per client, also known as the average transaction value, is one of the more fundamental KPIs that your clinic really should be looking at. It will represent the average amount of money a client spends during each time that they're there for a visit. Uh, why does it matter though? Well, it's a driver of your clinic's revenue. I mean, this is one of the most fundamental ways to get money is how much do your clients spend when they visit you. The higher the revenue per client, the more financially sustainable your practice becomes, and hopefully the more profitable. To assess your clinic's performance in this area, you will want to get into your veterinary software. Again, AvaMark, EasyVet, Covetris, pick and choose. Whichever one you use, that's where you want to go. You will want to pull how many active clients you have. What do you define as an active client? If they've been to you within the last year, they're definitely active. Um, but then you will also want to look at how much revenue you brought in. Take the revenue brought in, divided by the number of active clients, and that should give you your average revenue per your average transaction value. So if you made $1 million and you saw 1,000 clients last year, that would give you an average transaction value of $1,000. Obviously, you're probably not doing $1,000 per transaction. That would be insane. Um, One of the other things this will do is will help you identify opportunities to upsell services or products to improve your clinic's financial health. If you have a dog come in that's not well groomed, nails are clicking when they walk across the floor, and it's just they need trimmed, that's an easy way to upsell. It's a quick little procedure to trim a dog's nails, but it also adds value to what they're doing. It'll also you can sell that easily by talking through why it's important that they maintain well groomed. Um, Also, food is another one you can upsell pretty routinely to make sure that their animals are getting the proper nutrients that they really need. So boosting revenue per client, it's not just about increasing prices. Most people want to just immediately go to that. but it's about delivering exceptional value and tailored solutions to the clients and for their pets. By understanding their needs and offering additional services or products that align with their pet's health, you can increase this while also increasing customer and client satisfaction. The next one we can talk about goes right into that is the client retention rate. One of your other really good indicators of the ability to maintain a long-term relationship with pet owners and a sustainable business. It's vital because it's often more cost effective to retain existing clients than it is to get a new client. A high retention rate not only ensures a stable client base, but it also is a really good testament to how your clinic interacts with the patients, the clients, and the community. To gauge your performance, you should calculate your client's retention rate regularly. I like to look at this every 6 months because that's going to tell me how often people are coming in. It's also going to allow you to look and see who is past due on when they should have been there last. If your retention rate is on the low side, you really want to look at the client experience, communication, and service quality. These are just areas you can look to improve always. Especially in the veterinary industry, your satisfaction with clients is paramount. People love their animals and will do anything for them. If they feel slighted, they will find someone who they feel listens to them. It's more than just trying to maintain that relationship, but it's about building that relationship to really connect with them because no one likes to change doctors, whether that's for them or their pets, because it's a process. You now have to go through the entire history of the pet's health and what they've gone through. As someone who's had to take pets to veterinarians before, I like being able to go to one. I don't want to have to switch around and have records transferred back and forth because it takes time and it's going to just frustrate me to no end. And the next one, speaking on retention, one of the things that you can go right into is the patient wait time and appointment scheduling. One of the last Facebook Lives I did previously was over integrating software within your um, clinic to streamline and help to push things along. And this is one of those areas that can be really affected by poor processes. The patient wait time and appointment scheduling are essential aspects of managing your veterinary clinic efficiently and ensuring a positive experience for the client. The time clients spend waiting for their appointments can significantly impact their satisfaction and perception of your clinic. If they have to sit around for an excessive amount of time, it's going to lead to dissatisfaction, frustration, annoyance, and it's probably going to discourage clients from returning or recommending service to others. It's crucial to monitor and manage the wait times that people are spending at your clinic. And one of the key factors in minimizing patient wait times is to have an effective appointment scheduling process and documentation. Proper scheduling will ensure that you have a steady flow of appointments throughout the day while also preventing congestion and long wait times. You know, During this discussion, you can look at ways to improve it, just properly having your front desk admin look at how long they think stuff's going to take. You should have that in there. They should know an appointment takes 15 minutes of your time to properly schedule for. If you are going to have a surgery, you want to lump those together. You guys are well aware of that because you can't go in and out of surgery. You will have people waiting. Emergencies happen, but that's why there are so few people who like to take those emergencies. Mastering patient wait time and appointment scheduling can create a smoother, more satisfying experience for not only your clients, but for you and your staff, improving the financial health and reputation of your clinic. Okay, the last one we're going to go over is a metric you will get from your financial statements. So it's the gross profit margin. The gross profit margin is critical KPI because it's going to reveal the percentage of revenue remaining after deducting your cost of goods sold. So after deducting the food, the prescriptions, everything, that's what gross profit margin will be based on. Why does it matter? It's going to provide a clear picture of your clinic's profitability before factoring in operating expenses. A healthy gross profit margin is essential because it ensures that you have the necessary funds to cover overhead costs, invest in your practice, and provide quality care. Monitoring this regularly is crucial to assess your clinic's financial health. If you're not taking time to look at your gross profit margin and understand why or why not it's been going the opposite of what you want, then your clinic can suffer. Really, when you look at it, it's going to be if you make $1 million and you spend $150,000 in supplies and cost of goods sold to get there, your gross profit margin is 85%, which is good. But then you also go to the actual operating expenses. So what's an operating expense? It's going to be your salaries, your lights, your utilities, stuff like that to maintain the long-term efficiency of your business. You know, looking at it and not can have a huge impact on your bottom line. If your gross profit margin is out of sync with what it should be, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much business you drum up, you will never have enough. So that's something that you always want to look at, negotiate is the rate that you're paying. If that means buying in bulk for the food, or if you have a pharmacy and you're not outsourcing that, buying the pharmaceutical supplies in bulk, that's what you need to do. I know there's a lot here, and I could go over many more KPIs that you need to pay attention to. If you're interested, schedule a call. The link should be below. And we can talk through some of this. We can calculate a few of your KPIs that are extremely important. Uh, but again, I'm Joseph with Henson CPA Group, and I hope you guys have a fantastic evening and you don't work too hard and you get some rest and relaxation.